So then Abbo, just leading into the Christmas period, an emphatic response to last week's defeat.
Yeah, tricky waters to navigate, I think, because the lads were really downbeat. There's 100 and some odd people that were at the game last week that know that we were actually very good, and that Littleton rode the luck. And I don't begrudge them the win, but you know we certainly deserved far more from the game. But you don't always get what you deserve in football, and you know, people who know far better, and myself included, sometimes you look through a fixture list and you just say, well, we'll win that, and you kind of work your way through your season thinking you could, but it doesn't work like that. Sometimes you drop points where you don't deserve to. That happened on Saturday. Strangeness in the dressing room today, a little bit nervousness at half time when they scored and got a goal back, a little bit of nervous tension, and we just felt our mortality a little bit, I think, this week after last Saturday. And in the end, to get the win with a good scoreline and another good performance. It's been a long time since we played poorly. You know, gets us back moving in the right direction, and we look forward to Tuesday night.
There's no one more critical about the team's performances than yourself at times, but from the sidelines it looked a very composed, professional performance from start to finish. It was
just that. It was composed, and it was just enough. I don't think we really got out of third gear. I don't think we needed to get out of third gear. I thought we could have played with a greater intensity. I thought we could have played at a quicker tempo. I thought we could have moved the ball quicker, and I thought we could have caused them more problems. And I also think when you think back to the Southern game and how we approached that, being goal hungry, I think that we could have kept our foot to the gas for the 90 minutes and maybe scored more goals. But I'd have took any kind of win today after Saturday, and in truth I'd have took any kind of performance. So to play well and win well, I'm obviously pleased.
With 3 in the middle of the block and 3 up top, sometimes there can be a bit of a temptation for the game to be quite narrow. But when you've got fullbacks like Lee Thomas, James Williams, who performed exceptionally today, you really have got that within the team still.
Yeah, well, it's a difficult shape to play, the diamond, and it takes a little bit of perseverance. It takes some tweaking, and your width comes from your fullbacks, and has to come from your fullbacks. So we have another outlet with Javier spinning off and running channels as well. But I think we've honed the system now, and it's second nature for Lee and for James to go and give us that width. And when they go, we want them to go like wingers and just go all the way. And we work it well. I don't think we ever look painfully narrow. And I think sometimes when teams play a diamond, or we've done it ourselves when we decided to play a diamond a few times in the last few seasons, just off on a catch, and you look painfully narrow. But it's working, the system's working great, it's well drilled, and we can get out either side. We've got lots of width and lots of options, and I don't think we ever look like we're just so narrow we can't create.
A word on the depth in the middle of the ball. Obviously today, prime example of that. You've got the return of Darius Starkin, who supported. It doesn't feel like we've seen for months on end.
No.
Superb player, and also an old face returned again, JJ Melligan on the bench.
Yeah, good to have Jay's. Jay's had a difficult year, and he's had stuff that he's had to contend with at home, and stuff that he's had to work out in his private life. And football's just, he's dedicated his life to football, Jay, and he's just had to say, you know what, I've got to step back because I've got things I need to sort out. So we've given him that time and space to do that. And we haven't had a chance to meet up yet for a chat, which we're going to do, myself, Paul and Jay and Simon, and see what role Jay's going to come back into, because obviously when in the summer he was elevating into a coaching role and a staff role, and that door's still open for him, but there's much to talk about, and when he does get on the pitch and when he plays, he's going to be a huge asset. We know that he's somebody that can run a game, still fit as a fiddle, still loads of quality, and it's massive for us to have him back. So we're very, very pleased, and the squad, and I do think today was more than anything else about squad depth, really, just an illustration of what we've got, not making changes or rotating for rotating's sake, or indeed just to keep people happy. We stretched it out a little bit. We've got no centre halves, but yet we're able to pull Mark back in into centre half. Jacob Sturgis comes in, makes his debut, does very well. We can mix it up in midfield, and I think we're in good shape. It's going well. I wish we'd have won last Saturday, of course I do, but I think we're well placed going into the Christmas fixtures.
Never want to single individual players out, obviously, as we know over the years, but there are 4 or 5 players now that are very, very much integral into how we play.
Yeah.
And one of those today, Paul Sullivan, was again much like James Williams, Lee Thompson, fullback, exceptional in his performance. He's a quality footballer, and another lad. And we say, how often do we say that we're so lucky to have at a football club? He's got great ability. His timing's coming back now. His sharpness, and he's exceptional. He's exceptional. He's got that languid, lazy style. And sometimes you want to shake him and you want a little bit more from him, but it's a false impression of what he is.
you know, that's just the way he moves and the way he comes alive in the box and his feet and his ability. He can make something out of nothing, and you know, he's a bit of a goal machine. People say that we'd be nothing without Ryan Seal. At one point we'd be nothing without Sam Abbott, but we've seemed to have managed. You know, you take Ryan Seal out the side, then what you say, we're nothing without Paul Sullivan. You know, the list goes on, doesn't it? We've got some great footballers, and then you put all those lads together, and I think we're devastating attacking as an attacking side.
All in all, a great springboard into the busy Christmas period.
Yeah. Each game as it comes, very tough. Today was tough. You know, I looked at the fixture today. I know I've got a lot of time for Keith Draper and Vaughan PSA, so I played for myself. In charge now with Studley, and they're going to be a side that will improve week on week, and bring people in, and they won't be in any trouble. And so I thought today would be tough. You know, then we got to Bournemouth, it's going to be a tough game. I think they've beaten Alchurch today, so Bournemouth's going to be a tough game Tuesday. Leicester Road, tough. Heather's going to be really tough. You know, there's nobody they're going to want to beat more than they want to beat us. And then we go into the new year, don't we? We want Bromsgrove and Atherstone. Let's see where we are in the January.
Busy time of year for supporters, with shopping, family time and the like. Possibly the last time you may see one or two before Christmas. Any words for the supporters over the Christmas?
I said after the Corn game, I'm just so happy for them this year that they're getting some real return on their investment in their football club. They're getting really entertained, but they're backing us every step of the way. We're never disappointed by them. Our away following is fantastic. You know, what we get from them at home is fantastic. They're so loyal. They're not fickle. We don't get any stupid comments when we slip up and have results like we did last Saturday. You know, they seem to be very knowledgeable, and I'm really grateful. I wish them all a Merry Christmas, and hopefully we will see even greater numbers in the new year.
Nice one. Congratulations.
Cheers,
Merry Christmas.
Thanks, mate.